We're just going to wait a few minutes. We're making a few adjustments to our screens. It's a bit odd because this is left, whereas I'm standing here. It sort of is recording opposite. We're just going to be a little bit boring for a minute. Or I am. I guess I could do something entertaining.
Dance.
Dance. No. And Natasha will be here right away. And we're going to show you amazing jewelry.
Oh, there was my arm.
Oh, there's her arm.
I'm here.
See, it's a bit, this one is a bit funny or something. Like I'm looking this way, but it looks like I'm looking that way. It's very interesting. Yeah. Good thing we get along so well together, my goodness.
Right?
So we are live. We're on YouTube and we're on Instagram, and we're going to show a whole bunch of beautiful jewelry tonight. And we've done live sales, but not for quite a while, not since last year.
Yeah, I
think.
think
Yeah.
I'm just going to join the live video so I can see
Okay, perfect.
comments
Comment.
and questions. Yeah.
And it's perfect for us here in Edmonton to be doing a live sale on this extremely cold night. It's, I think, supposed to be minus 30 tonight.
What?
Yeah, it's so cold.
That is cold.
At least it's not windy though, so it's much better than it was yesterday. Yesterday was so blustery. So, hi everybody.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining us. So should we just start with the rules, or how we're going to? I'll let you.
Yeah. Okay, so I did pin on Instagram, not on YouTube, but DM to purchase. I mean, you can comment to purchase, but we won't.
We'll try and look.
Yeah, we won't be able to
That's
respond as quickly, so it's best just to send us a DM. If you have questions, you can comment them. You can comment them.
We're going to have,
leave them in
we
the
have
comments.
our jewelry, jeweler's eye. We also can have a measuring tape at the ready, and we can
Right.
answer as many questions as you need for specific things. We are not geologists, gemologists, so we try our best to be as just descriptive as possible. Oftentimes, we take stuff to a jeweler here in the city to get some answers for things that we're not so sure about.
Right.
But
Yeah, and then you can do e-transfer if you're in Canada. If you're in the US, we do PayPal, and we of course do local pickup for YEG people, and we ship.
yes, we ship. So generally
And-
speaking, jewelry, Canada Post has that crazy fuel surcharge right now because of the cost of fuel. So I'm going to say the average piece of jewelry, you're looking at maybe about $15 to $20 for shipping. That's not on us. That's all.
Right.
We don't make money. We actually lose money on our shipping. But generally speaking, that's what the cost is for shipping most of, with tracking and everything.
And a handful of these pieces are on our Etsy shop too. So if you want to see some photos, or maybe they might be posted on our Instagram already, or you can, if you would like more photos, then also DM us and we can.
Yeah. If you want
Send more
to look
photos.
at it at your leisure.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
yes.
can look on Etsy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mhm.
So we love jewelry, and it gets overwhelming because I think we have 8 cabinets here of costume
lot of jewelry,
jewelry and precious jewelry. And so sometimes it's better for us to show you stuff that's our favorite, and then you don't have to go through all the cupboards yourself.
Exactly. Yes.
And call your husbands or your partners or anybody. I know that's
Screenshot.
super sexist, but ask whoever who buys your Christmas presents that they should tune in, or you can screenshot
Yes.
and send it to them and say, "This is what I want."
We've recently got in like quite an influx of jewelry.
Tons.
We got a handful of estates from very kind of different people, so we've got a kind of variety of really great pieces.
100%. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, we're gonna just jump right in.
Sure.
So we can look at comments and stuff. So yeah, don't mind me with my.
Yeah, you're like close
Yeah,
up.
I'm like, what? Yeah.
I've
I
got my
also
phone
have-
for
Oh, right.
I've got my
Yes.
phone for comments, and so far, no comments.
Just waves, which is just as great.
Right. Yes.
Okay, so I think we should start with a couple of really big 80s pieces.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going to start with this set. So this to me is very reminiscent of, there was a store here in Edmonton called Cooper's of Hollywood back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and she specialized in all of this kind of stuff. So this also, I think this was sold at Holt Renfrew, but I'm not going to stake my life on it or anything. So if you're watching from the US, Holt Renfrew was originally owned by Bloomingdale's and Neiman Marcus, and it was a big chain, and now we don't have it here in Edmonton anymore. Anyways, this is a company called Van Wyck Bijou, and you know, if it's anything like the piece that I bought in the 80s, this was so expensive. I have a rhinestone collar that you've all heard about a million times, and I paid $200 for it, and my rent was also $200. So, you know, but I've got a lot of cost per wear out of it.
Right, yeah.
It's pretty special. So I've worn this before. This is like a Greek sort of revival piece. It's this really amazing collar. So it's meant to be fitted, you know, up around. I'm wearing a constricting jacket, which I should not have. Anyways, this fits up here. This is this sort of like, not a brushed gold, but it's not like too shiny of gold. It's a real 80s gold. It's kind of like how Chanel did that Gripou and all the, I don't know, all the, oh, hi, yes. How are you, Andre? So this is a beautiful, beautiful 80s necklace with the matching earrings. Maybe I'll get Natasha to, or I'll hold.
Well, you can put them on.
Yes. Look at these babies. I have to get just centered right. So they have this kind of almost like Valentino has that rock stud look. So this is a subtle version of the rock stud stuff. So this is pretty glamorous. Nobody cares, but now that I wear glasses, I find I don't really wear earrings as much as I used to because it's a lot up by my face.
How long have you been wearing glasses, though?
Only 10 years.
Really?
I used to wear contacts.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I've only known you to wear glasses.
Yeah. So anyways, this is pretty stunning. This, especially for
Really
holiday.
cool.
What I would do with this is I'd wear this over a turtleneck, black turtleneck. Gorgeous.
So, okay, I have to say this. I saw this meme. So, you know, The Rock, who's like my favorite.
Yes,
And you know, there's that classic picture of him in his jeans and his fanny pack, and he has a black turtleneck with a gold chain. And someone said something like, "How come other girls always look so fantastic when they wear a turtleneck, and I look like The Rock with
Oh my gosh.
chain?"
That's very
Yeah.
appropriate.
But you would not with this.
Yeah, no, not with this. So this is $275 for the set. This is a lifer. This is like my rhinestone
pretty cool.
choker that you're gonna get so many cost per wear things.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways. So I think we should just take turns.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about like what I wanted to show, but I guess if we're gonna stick with this is an 80s piece too, hey?
I would say late 70s. That's more 70s.
Oh, so you know what? I'm not as familiar with 70s jewelry except for like the modernist kind of things. So that one was always a little bit difficult for me. But this, anyways, this is new to the shop, and I think it's just really
Stunning.
it's really cool because it's textured like with these kind of starbursts.
It's almost like chainmail. It's got that
Yeah, totally.
articulated sort of thing to it.
I'm just gonna put it on really quickly. Yeah, I like the length, and I like that it's totally different than that.
So when I see this necklace, the reason I say 70s is I think of my mom with her big updo and 70s like maxi gown.
Oh,
And
I can see that
Elizabeth Taylor, kind of that sort of
very
vibe.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one is
Maybe I should take my.
110.
And
It's
that's
pretty
that company,
awesome.
Dorlan.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
So Dorlan is a Canadian company, but the fellow who started Dorlan actually apprenticed under Marcel Boucher, which is a very famous French jewelry company. So all the pieces have that glamour and that appeal to them. Anyways, yeah.
That's that.
What's the price on that one?
I said
Oh, okay. Remind me.
110.
110. Okay. So let's just go all out. So this piece has kind of been a boomerang piece. We had it in the store, then we didn't have it in the store, then we had it in the store again. This is this acrylic. This is Christian Dior, and it's got this great little rosette here, which is very much like those flowers we were showing
I have
last
a couple
week.
on the table.
Sort of Sex in the City, that Sarah Jessica Parker vibe.
Very Y2K.
Yeah, super. Or not Mean Girls. You know, that kind of look with little Chanel-y. What show was that? Clueless. Yeah. So this has got this houndstooth print on it, and this is this big bangle. I'm wearing like all the wrong things to demonstrate. I said we have to be like Ivana Trump and darling, and we don't even have our nails. Oh, you have your nails done.
I did my
I
nails.
do not. This one is, we don't have a price on
I
it.
think it's $350.
Okay, $350. This is great. This is a good collectible piece that you can have for a long, long time too. This would look great with a pair of jeans or with your Christmas black cocktail dress.
Right, and it like we always say, houndstooth never goes out of style. So
No, it does not.
you know what, I'm gonna show. Maybe I'll show these. These are my favorite, and I've shown these a couple times in stories, and I did a big post about these modernist pieces that we got in. This one specifically is by the Canadian, well, he's originally from Serbia, but he moved to Canada in, I think, 60s. His name's Raphael. Anyways, so this is obviously a butterfly.
Beautiful.
But his kind of backstory was he was living in Montreal and he was taking an ESL course. And to thank his instructor, he made her a necklace out of like bronze or copper. And then all the students on campus loved it and wanted one. And thus his company was born. And he was really, really popular like the 70s and 80s. Prince wore one of his.
Oh,
I think
the
we
big
had.
cross,
I think
that
we
big
had
cross.
that one.
Yeah.
That's probably his most
Iconic one.
famous one, and a ton of other celebrities have worn his pieces. Anyways, I love this, and this one is really unique. I don't think he did kind of. Not that butterfly's an animal, but I don't think he was really known for doing these kinds of things. So this one's $150, and I'm just gonna show that other one because it kind of goes with it. So this next one is from a Finnish designer artist called Pentti Sarpaniva. I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, another like modernist piece, and this one
kind of like a brutalist almost with the welding on that. Yeah.
This one, from the research I've done, is one of his more rare pieces. And he was just a graphic artist by trade.
Not just.
Right. He wasn't, he was a graphic artist by trade. And this one's so cool. And then kind of, I don't know, fell into this world of copper and bronze. And so it's got this tiger's eye, and I love it.
Beautiful.
Anyways, this one's all stuck on me. This one is $285.
That's stunning. I think that one's on Etsy.
Both of them are on Etsy, yes, if you want to see some more photos.
Okay, so I'm going to show you some of our really blingy things. And we've had people asking about these earrings. So I think they have to find the right earlobe.
Right, yes.
Because they came in, they needed to be repaired on the back, and so we had them repaired, but they're still maybe not quite as tight as they could be. So if you have a little bit chubbier earlobes, then they would be perfect. So this came from that Drag Queen collection, which just absolutely is the most beautiful earrings on the planet.
Yeah.
Look at those.
They really catch the
Look
light.
at that. Ay, ay, ay. But you have to have them just fit perfectly, or you could have them converted to pierced. They're not as heavy as they seem. So I think that having them pierced, they're going to stay put and Yeah, they're not going to pull your earlobe down too much. So this is that old school kind of rhinestone jewelry that we just don't come across anymore. Like, wow. Yeah, feel the fantasy. That's right. Pretty amazing. Like this needs to be out at a club or, just with some kind of, even a white blouse, pop the collar, have these earrings. Like,
Well, that's what we say often is, okay, no, these are like an extreme example, but they don't have to be for a special event or a holiday or a party. You can just wear these, go on a tiramisu with your girlfriends. Sorry.
We have a customer, we can't tell you her name, but she comes in the store wearing this kind of thing.
Yeah.
We were just talking today about one of the first times, or one of the times she came in the store, and she was wearing a black and white checkered fur maxi coat, and it was a Schiaparelli. I mean, who has a Schiaparelli fur coat in Edmonton? But she just wears that, and we will say to her, "Oh, where are you off to?" And she'll say, "Oh, just to come see you, gals."
Yeah.
And she dresses with these kind of really amazing earrings. So these ones are $220. There are two of them.
I was just thinking that.
So they have that Aurora Borealis where they just reflect everything. Yeah, they're pretty spectacular.
Yeah. I guess to go with that then.
Okay, yeah, that's beautiful. This is from that same estate. What the heck?
Yeah, I'll see if I can put it on for you. So super blingy, almost bib-like
Like a
collar. Yeah. Okay, it can go tighter than that, but that's just what I love how the light catches it. Okay, there we go.
Look at that piece.
But like even like over this shirt that's crooked. I like that, right?
Do you know what I
the
think
blazer.
is a black linen caftan?
Oh.
Or a black silk, some kind of Elizabeth Taylory thing.
Yeah.
And that, like.
Right, again, like this can just be your everyday necklace. It's
Or
really
it could
beautiful.
be your perfect New Year's thing. The thing about jewelry is you can just take the most plain thing. A couple years ago, my husband and I were going out for New Year's, and I didn't know what to wear. And I had this, I wish I still had it in the store because it was one of my favorite sets. It was Oscar de la Renta, and it was great big gold roses all the way around. And then it had a big bangle and the earrings. And I ended up wearing a black full maxi skirt, black turtleneck, and that necklace. And I mean, the turtleneck was just like Club Monaco, meh, whatever. But with that necklace, oh my gosh.
Yeah, totally.
I thought I was the show. I was
think
not.
you were,
No.
probably.
I was really hot in a turtleneck on on New Year's Eve. I was like, how can I dance? I'm wearing a turtleneck. What was I thinking? And it was really hot in the restaurant, but I did look good.
I love that. How much is this one?
That one is $295. There is one which is similar to the one that I bought in the 80s that was $200. So these rhinestones, they have not gone up in value the way that, inflation has. I mean, back in the day, this would have been $1 bazillion. There's one stone missing on this at the very, very back on the neck.
I'm trying to show you, but I'm
But
stuck.
you can't tell because it's right at the end, and the jeweler can't seem to order that exact rhinestone to fit in that space. So
Oh, yeah. You can't see it.
You can't tell.
It's just at the end here.
Yeah, that's a piece of Vava-Voom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's beautiful. All right, I'm gonna show a more classic kind of piece. So I've been recently going to a lady's house here in the city, and she has, I haven't even cleaned this before tonight, so I should have. Anyways, doesn't matter. And she has a whole collection of pieces from George Jensen. So this is a George Jensen piece, who's of course a very famous mid-century, well, you can still buy George Jensen. But this one was probably from the 60s. This is from one of his designers, Arnie Mikkelsen, forged George Jensen. It's got the black agate on the end. So it's kind of like, what's that jewelry brand that we've had here that, not Lynx, not David Yurman. So David Yurman does a very similar modern version of this one, but this is the the real deal. So this one is sterling. It's got all the hallmarks, made in Finland or Denmark. No, made in Denmark, and it is yeah, solid silver. The only thing with this bracelet, so tiny. It's really tiny. It does not fit me. You have to put it here on the softest part of your wrist bone. We've had 2 customers that just sort of popped it on and it was no big deal, but they weren't into George Jensen. Like, what? Anyway, so this is really, really beautiful. So, of course, George Jensen, there's stuff in the museums, there's pieces of his that are, you know, world renowned. So this one is $650. It cannot be stretched wider because I've taken it to 2 different jewelers and they said no, it's too. If they were to heat it up to a certain point, it could break or something. So they said it just has to fit the person.
It's like a Cinderella.
Yeah.
Cinderella piece.
Yes.
Okay, what do I want to show?
We have all those beautiful bracelets or the bakelite.
Okay, I'm going to show
Everything's
some
fabulous.
bracelets.
Yeah.
So we don't often have Sherman bracelets, and we happen to have 2 in the moment. At the moment. And they're both a darker crystal. And they're really beautiful. So, you know, you'll see it more often the clearer Sherman crystal. And these are just so beautiful. So obviously one is a little bit thicker than the other, and they both have this safety clasp, so they're not going to fall off. But I think I like this one. Okay, they're like they're
So
wiggly.
Sherman is Canadian, but he was originally from Germany. Yeah, look at that. That one is like,
Right?
wow.
So he's probably the most popular
And well
think?
known and
Yeah,
collectible.
costume, yeah.
From
Anyways.
that era for sure.
So this one is $365, and then this one, which is I don't know if it's a little bit darker, but also just has really great shimmer, shine. This one is $320.
So I'm also just going to interject something that, in case you're curious about, is how we price jewelry. So often we were looking at pieces which we'll show you as examples.
Right.
So we'll see something on like a really expensive or more poshy site, like First Dibs or something like that, and it'll be $1,200, and then we'll look kind of at another site, and it'll be, you know, $600. So we sort of pick something in between. We don't want to outprice to the point where it's, you know, nobody's gonna want it. Like this particular bracelet, there's a very similar one in purple on Etsy that's like $1,300, because the bracelets are
Wow.
getting harder and harder and harder to find, and especially
Yeah.
the colored ones. So we do have that one priced at $365, but if you know Sherman and that whole world of jewelry, it's priced really, really
Right.
well.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So speaking of that, I'm going to show this one. So this one came from a friend in Toronto, and this is Victorian, and this is on First Dibs right now, almost the exact same one for about $1,400, and it's on lots of sites in that price range. But we're not First Dibs, and we're not that, you know, we don't have that kind of clientele. Anyways. So this is an antique hair comb, and it's got the hinged back on it. It's a really, really rare piece. This is made out of carved horn. We're not sure what kind of horn. Yeah, we laughed because one of the sites says that it's made of corn, which was a typo. And oh my gosh, we laughed so hard. We're like, corn? How is that made of corn? Anyways, it's horn. So this is brass, and these little beads are coral. So as you know, coral is endangered, and the antique coral is pretty sought after. We get so many people asking about hair things, and hair things are really rare.
Yeah.
The antique ones and the vintage ones are super rare because they were used and they were in your hair, and they got broken, and sometimes with the tortoiseshell or the corn, the horn, they become really fragile.
Right.
And especially in Alberta where it's so dry, they crack. So this is like a museum piece. This is museum worthy. This is $650. This is,
Be really pretty
spectacular.
for your wedding.
Oh,
Right. Mm-hmm.
yeah. If you were, yeah, beautiful. If you had hair, or like, what am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Look at these people. Hi. Is that Nancy? Hi, Nancy. Anyways, you know what? Yes, Nancy missed our story. We were talking earlier about the Oscar de la Renta, really amazing big rose jewelry, and I'm pretty sure she got one of those pieces for Christmas
Oh.
one year. Anyways, so this is this antique hair comb, perfect for a bride. Yes.
Okay, well, on that same path of coral, I think we have 3 coral necklaces. This one's my favorite, so this is why I'm showing you this one. This one is quite old, and it's really textured, which I hope you can kind of see in the video. And again, this is old. It's not new coral because, that's not allowable anymore for good reason. And it's got this really great clasp, which again just speaks to its age. And I'm gonna try and open it. Okay, that wasn't as hard as I made it out to be.
It's pretty beautiful. So
I
this
love
this is museum worthy. This is we took this to Jedco downtown and they were like, "Whoa, this is spectacular coral." Somebody talking to us. Oh, yes. Hi. The
So-
ring. It's really beautiful.
I love it. It's yeah, it gives me some like kind of prehistoric Flintstone vibes, which I like.
Prehistoric Flintstones is your jam.
This one is $5.50.
Oh, yes, Frida Kahlo. Somebody just commented that it's got a real Frida Kahlo vibe to it, especially mixed with turquoise or something. We have some really nice turquoise, which we forgot
do.
to pull out some of the turquoise.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful color. So
Yeah.
there's that one, $5.50.
So I'll just be real quick about this. People have sometimes not liked the fact that we've shown fur or, alligator or whatever, but it's just reflective of the time. We're not condoning that you have a
Right.
monkey fur hat or any of those things now, but I think that in keeping it and treasuring it, you're also honoring that animal has long been dead, and I don't think that throwing it in the garbage or in the landfill is the
Right.
solution. It's already happened. It's, so we do occasionally get some antique pieces that are a bit like that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I am going to show these. So, as you know, I love, love, love cameos. And this one has a story. This belonged to a fellow who bought this for his mother in Napoli. And this is the hand-carved version. So they still do cameos now, and they still do cameos on shell, but they're mostly machine made because a lot of the artisans who made these, it's just a dying art, like so
Mhm.
many other things. So I'll show you the little ones first, and then we'll do a drum roll to the really amazing one. So this one is a good example of a machine made one. So this one, she's pretty cool. She's got this high relief, and she's we called her kind of ghostly. She's got like kind of, I don't know, she even has sort of bags under her eyes, which I think
She's a tired ghost.
she's a super tired ghost, but I think she's really lovely. So this one is $120, and it's a brooch.
I
And
think
a pendant.
I think they
Yeah.
all are. Yeah.
This girl here, I almost dropped her. Look
Oh
at
my
us.
gosh.
I know, I was dropping things today. This one is a hand-carved antique one as well. This is silver, and it is hallmarked, but I couldn't find out what the hallmark says. We showed an antique dealer this little piece that's missing out of here, and they just said, doesn't really matter. It just means it was loved and well worn. So she's really lovely. So she's got grapes in her hair, which is very kind of Italian. She does look Italian. When you hold these up to the light, and you can see the transparency and the detail from the backside. anyways, yeah, she's $275. This one is really lovely as well. This is also, this has got this bezel trim around the outside. She's got sort of wheat sheaths in her hair, and she's in really good condition. We have 2 screens in case you're wondering. She's $375. Last but not least, when I saw this one, I just went, because she's so beautiful. Look at the size.
Is it bigger than yours?
Yes,
Wow.
she's gigantic. Like, this is so beautiful.
Yeah.
So this one is 9-karat gold, and it's a carved cameo brooch pendant, and this is so special. If you could see this in real life, just the shimmer, and they're cut sort of on a bevel edge here, and you know, I love cameos, obviously. So yeah, this one is like at least 1.5 times larger than mine. This one is $3,200. This is really, really special. There's my cameos.
Okay, I'm going to show you this piece because it came from the same estate as the cameos, and it's a little antique bar. I will get into it in a second, but I just want to give you a close-up. So this is Edwardian. It's 15-karat gold, which is interesting that it's 15. And it has in it, there's a garnet, there is, there's 3 real pearls, 1 imitation pearl, and then like some, they're just like
cut glass.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Okay, that's all I wanted to say about that. And it has hallmarks on it too. I think it was Chester 1906 is the hallmark actually.
Yeah.
And
1906. Like that's over 100 years old.
Whoa. And this one too, I'm just trying to show you. It also, you can wear this as a necklace too. It has a little ring that you could, if you wanted to, I don't know. It's better as a little pin, but
I think it's a collar bar. Like it would look beautiful if you had a button-up shirt.
That would be lovely.
That would be gorgeous.
Yeah, so this is so beautiful. So if you're a collector of these kind of things, or your partner is,
or you just love antique jewelry.
Yeah. So this one's $375. It's really special.
Like we love talking to Jedco. They're a great jeweler downtown, and they'll say, "Oh, this was handmade," or "This was, you know," and it's hard to find that stuff that's had an artisan's hands actually put it all together. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna let you show that because that's like your fave.
Okay.
I am going to show this. This one we've had in this store for a while, and you know, sometimes it's just maybe because it's hidden away and people don't see it. This ring, it's kind of tough to see up close all the detail. I'm going to show it on the, so if you can see, it's got these beautiful lines, etchings around the outside, and then if you look at it straight on, you can see all the etchings in here. So this is made by the company Lalique. So Lalique was, of course, a very, very famous glass maker. They did a lot of Art Deco glass. They did those beautiful vases with the nude woman on the side, or the, like, just think of the most classic Art Deco image on a vase, and that's Lalique. So I didn't even know Lalique made jewelry, but they do. So this is a little bit too big for me. I can't remember if we sized it or not, but this is really stunning. I mean, this would be that perfect kind of blingy ring for holiday season.
Right.
And this is silver, comes with the original box, and it's $250.
So size 6.
Size 6. Yeah.
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 Okay, well, I may as well show this piece that Angela alluded to.
This is Natasha's.
I love this. So you brought this back from Italy, right?
Yeah.
It's obviously a snake. So, okay, it can be a belt. It can also be a necklace. Potentially you might be able to wrap it around your wrist. But this one is really special because it's actually reptile skin. And it's got, it's got its little tail, and then, yeah, it clips onto itself. So you usually see these in the mesh, silver and gold, and they're made mostly like the authentic ones by Whitting and Davis, which was known for they were known for making the mesh. Usually we see like bags. If you're really lucky, you'll see a
Whole
top. And then they made these snake belts, necklace things, and I think this is the first time we've had one in the store. Is that have you
I
had
think
a
we
mesh
had
one?
one at the old store. in
Maybe
Manly
like
Life.
pre-Natasha.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is so special and just I don't know. It's kind of like a little bit Egyptian-y
Yes.
ish. And I couldn't find the exact dating of it, but what I did read was the idea kind of came from soldiers who wore like snakes on their swords or something, and then that kind of expanded to worldwide, and then Whitting and Davis. They might have been the first one.
I'm a snake on the Chinese calendar. I love snakes.
Oh,
What are you?
I don't know, but you always tell me.
Do I?
Yeah, you go, oh, you're a rat or whatever.
Maybe you're a tiger.
I'm like 86.
I don't know.
Also,
you
like,
are a tiger because it's every 12 years. So you and Sinclair.
Right,
are-
that's what I thought we were the
yes,
same.
Yeah. So tiger. Yeah.
And I think Cartier and Whitting and Davis, I think, made the
Cartier was very famous for the snake. one.
snake bracelet. So anyways, snakes are just really cool and have a long history in fashion. Anyways, $225.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, pretty special.
Mm. So this piece, we ordered in a few of these pieces from a lovely person in New York, and she makes this button jewelry. So these pieces are made of Bakelite, made from Bakelite buttons. She uses lucite and all kinds of, what's that other material?
Lucite, Bakelite, and I was gonna say acrylic, but that's
no,
not.
and it was toxic. Anyways,
Oh, Bakelite.
well, Bakelite. Anyways,
What's
there's
the other one?
another one.
Celluloid.
Oh yes, celluloid.
Mhm.
86 is tiger. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, because my daughter is born in 98, which is it goes every 12 years. So yeah, that's what I said. She's a tiger. So this is really special. So this is made out of all Bakelite buttons. And the person who made these used to make, we did have one bracelet, it sold right away. She used to make them and sell them in a museum in New York. And one of the principal dancers from the New York Ballet bought them for gifts for all of his female dancers and
Nice.
stuff. And they were like a one of a kind because none are the same. They're all unique with the Bakelite and everything.
They're really cool. Yeah, and even like just to get like one Bakelite button, like let alone
Yeah, I love
however
that big
many
one
are
on
on
the
there, it's
front.
pretty special.
So this one is $2.95, and it's all hand done and one of. And we have another one too. So yeah. Yeah.
There's just like so many things on this table. It's like
do or the rooster. Where are we? We thought, oh, it's where we it'll, but an hour goes by like that. An
yeah.
hour goes by
I was
really
thinking we're not
fast.
gonna have enough pieces, but
We will.
we will. Okay. So you know we love like giant brooches, and we had that pig one, which was pretty awesome. And then I come back from a couple of days of not being here, and there's this giant green rooster,
So
which is
funny.
so funny. When I was like, I don't know, preteen, my mom had a thing for brooches, and I remember like thinking they were really tacky, and I bought her this like giant panther one.
Oh, see the Panthers also. That's Cartier, the Panther.
Oh yeah. Like I don't know what happened to it. I would totally rock that now. Anyways, this kind of well, she would not wear a rooster because she wasn't that kitschy. Right, so that's what you should
Yeah.
do. You should wear this and then walk
Yeah,
around
be obnoxious with
cro-
your friends.
crowing.
Yeah.
It's not called crowing.
Yeah.
$90.
Gold.
Yeah, what is it? What's a rooster called? I mean, not
cock-a-doodle-doo or whatever. When we go, yeah, I don't know what's it called though.
when they call out.
Yeah.
I'm sure one of our viewers will know.
Yeah, I think it's just their sound.
No, but I
right?
think it has a name. Okay.
Okay, enough with that one. Okay, so I am going to show.
You should do that. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
This one we've had for a while, and I just think, little munker, she needs to find out.
Oh, right. Well, Michelle says they crow. Is that what I said?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Thanks, Michelle.
thanks, Michelle. So this is a gold necklace. I think The Rock would wear this necklace.
You think so? I think he's more of a dog person.
Oh,
He's got a couple Frenchies.
does he?
Yeah.
So this is a really sweet cat. I don't know if you can see it close up there. He's hanging on there to the chain. And then I wanted to show you, well, if you don't like cats, but I guess I'll finish with this one first. I just think he has such, if you saw his face.
Yeah, it's a good
He
face.
has such a good, he has one of those cat faces that's kind of like my Chihuahua,
Can
where
I
they're just
see?
like, shut up. Like, what are you
Oh, is
looking
he
at?
judgy?
He's super judgy.
Oh, he is judgy.
He's like, yeah, my Chihuahua just goes, I don't have to look at you or talk to you. Don't make me come over there. He's like, right? He's like that. Yeah.
Excuse
So
me.
this is, it is real gold. I don't know what gold it is. I think it's 10 karat.
I have the thing.
Me with my eyes. Let's see. So, yeah, 10 karat, and the little cat is 10 karat, and this would be a great little gift. This is 260. But then we just met this lovely person today, and she
Oh,
spotted this
yes.
from a mile away.
Oh, is that how you got into that conversation?
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is a little 10 karat gold airplane, and she was a flight attendant with one of the airlines here, and we just had a great
Yeah. We did.
afternoon of chatting. I didn't get anything done as usual. So this is this great little airplane. So we do have some of these. Anyways, this little charm is 75, but we do get lots of sweet little charms and cute little things that they just kind of get lost because
Yeah,
they're
they do.
so tiny and you can't really see them in the cabinet. So this would be a great little gift for somebody who loves flying, or you could put it on you know, like the old school charm bracelets have now been taken over by the more modern ones like Pandora or whatever, but you could just get a cute linked bracelet and then make up your own whatever, put your own little charms on it. Anyways, there's my story.
I'm going to show these two cuffs because I love these cuffs and I don't know why they don't have a home. So they're two kind of varying ranges. So this first one is just kind of like regular,
Gigantic stones.
and it's got jingle
Yeah.
and sparkle, and this one is one of those ones where I'm just like, yeah, this is like could be a rocker outfit, or just with black jeans and whatever. You know what we're gonna
You get
say.
it. Yeah.
This one is, it's more a contemporary piece, and this one's just 55. But this one is a Kenneth J. Lane cuff, which maybe Angela knows a little bit more about.
Kenneth J. Lane is a pretty prolific jewelry maker. Holt Renfrew used to carry it, and they probably still do. It's just we don't have Holt Renfrew anymore. Shame. So Kenneth J. Lane's been around for years and years and does all kinds of huge dramatic jewelry. And anyways, that's, yeah. And again,
I
it's
love
got
it.
that collectability that if you're going to buy a piece, you know, sometimes like we're not encouraging that you just buy name brands, but with signed vintage jewelry, you
Right.
get a little bit more bang for your buck.
Right.
And it'll keep its value for ever and ever and ever. Well, and it'll stick on you forever and ever and ever.
Right.
What did we do today that we couldn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a gunmetal with these kind of black and also clear rhinestones, and this one is $240.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show. These are for a very specific type of customer because you have to appreciate it and maybe collect it or have the creativity to come up with, you know, a way to wear it. So this is Victorian, and the Victorian era. So Victorian era is pre 1800s, 18. Do you remember what the
Oh
years?
yeah, it was like 18 something to 1909,
yeah,
I think.
1906 or something. And then after
right,
Queen Victoria,
1906.
then it was the Edwardian because that was her son that took over. Anyways, this is Scottish agate and it's silver. Again, if you do just a Google search for these kind of pieces, they're like in the thousands of
Yeah.
dollars. And Natasha and I are just like, I don't know. It's really expensive. But this is really beautiful and it's hallmarked. It's got all the British hallmarks on it. It's silver, it's got agate, it's got granite, and I'm pretty sure that this is bloodstone. So there is some legend saying that bloodstone was created at the crucifixion of Jesus, which, you know, I don't know about that, but it's a cool legend. And apparently bloodstone has healing properties and everything. So this is pretty spectacular. And again, you would see these in museums or something like the Met. And so what you could do with this is you could it's a typical kind of a belt buckle. So you could take a velvet sash, just do a velvet piece, or get a leather person to make you a leather band or a silk sash, like a heavy satin silk. That would be pretty spectacular. So I love this. This is got a lot of history. So this is Victorian Scottish agate, and this is also Scottish. This is Scottish agate as well, and this is again one of those sort of collar pins that you could just wear here, or you could wear here on your lapel. And this is also Victorian. So it has a C clasp on the back. So what the C clasp is exactly what it sounds like. I don't know if you can see. See, haha. So they have this little clasp that doesn't close the way that some modern day brooches do, but they still hold pretty good. And I wouldn't be surprised if this pin on the back isn't actual gold. I don't know if it's marked or not, but just for the nature of the age of these pieces and everything. So this piece is $3.95 and this one is $1.50. So it's a steal for Victorian jewelry. Anyways.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show this thing, which is okay. So this is kind of jewelry-ish. This is more contemporary, and it's just really awesome and like 3-dimensional. So you can wear it many ways. One of which is in your hair.
It's like Ab Fab or Sarah Jessica Parker.
I think and it also gives me some Lady Gaga vibes.
Oh, it's totally Lady Gaga more
so.
So
it has alligator clasp and then also like a brooch pin. So, you know, I think Angela was wearing, I don't know if she was wearing a blouse, but you know, you could put it when we were playing around with it on your blouse collar, or you can put it on your.
So tell them what you think it is.
What do you mean?
It's perfect for you.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not a hugger. So
Yeah,
it's
don't
like my
hug Natasha.
hug blocker.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know.
People would come up to you and you'd be like,
Oh.
yeah.
No thanks.
Hug blocker brooch.
I think this has a lot of really fun styling potential.
Yeah.
And again, is good for a holiday party or any kind of party or day to day. 75.
Day to day. But I think Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Like with a biker jacket
Yes,
and some
exactly.
big voluminous big skirt and
yeah. I could just wear this to work.
yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I could not.
Well, no.
No.
You don't have any hair to
No,
go
I
into.
don't. I don't. So we're going to show a few earrings. These ones, these are pierced, which is unusual. But like I said, most of the earrings you can convert. So don't be afraid of clip-ons or anything like that, because you can just change them over to pierced. I'm not going to put them on, but look at those.
Love these.
They're like a shoulder hugging length. These are like, wow.
These are like ultimate chandelier, like actually, you know.
Yeah. And these are sort of like a dark gray pearlized.
Oil slick almost.
Yeah, oil slick. That's the perfect description. So these are like an oil slick pearl with these little gold discs in them, which again are kind of has that. Oh, hi Nashville! I love seeing people from far away. So look at those. Those are pretty dreamy.
Yes.
So these are 98, and you can just zhuzh up any kind of an outfit. I think I have to start wearing earrings, maybe.
I don't know. Whenever you put earrings on, it just like, it's like you're a whole different person. I never have seen you with earrings.
Oh,
Like ever.
like in a good way?
What? Unexpected.
Okay. Well, we don't want to have people just expect the expected
You
from
look
you.
more like a sophisticated lady. In
Oh,
the earring-
okay, a
earrings.
sophisticated lady. That's our favorite.
It's our inside
Yeah.
joke.
So yeah, there's some pretty glamorous earrings here.
Oh yeah, you know what? Speaking of glamorous earrings, I may as well show these ones too.
So if Lara, if you're watching or anything, you had asked about some of the earrings, but we are having some questionable questions about the backings. So
Right.
that's why we thought we would talk about this tonight.
Again,
you could change into pierced,
again, they might need the perfect
chubbier
earlobe. So again, they're just clip on. Unfortunately, my ears are stretched, so I can't ever put earrings on. But yeah, look at the light, how it catches. These are really
Here,
beautiful.
I'll become an unexpected person. Ready? Let me see here. Yeah, I'm not. No. No, these are not good backings. So, arg. We
Well,
took
maybe put
these
this one on.
twice to a jeweler, and it's not the earrings' fault; it's the jeweler's fault who did not do a very good
it's
job.
pretty stiff, the back end.
Yeah. Anyway, so look at that. Yeah. These are like, wow.
Yeah, they're
These
wow.
are pretty amazing. Look at that. I'm not even in that screen here, but
That's okay. I'm showing these.
these are very rhinestone-y, very fabulous. But I think, again, these should be maybe pierced or a better clip-on the back. So,
So I mean, they are listed for $225, and if you're interested, you can message us and we'll see.
about converting them.
Yeah.
Or having them, in a better way.
Yeah, in a better way.
Okay. Okay. So, maybe I'll show this.
Oh, that's my favorite
Okay,
ring.
you show that.
Okay. Well, I have it in my hand. I'm going to show you. It fits me perfectly, and you know, I did paint my nails, so
You have to do the
I'm not a hand model. I love this. So this is antique blue faceted glass, and if you can see, it's got two screens. Marcasite, which is that black kind of poor man's diamond, and it just has really good. Oh, it's so pretty.
very glittery.
It's a size, I think 8.25. Okay, it's just a touch big for me. Anyways, it's silver, of course, and it's only $130. If someone wants to marry me, they can come. I'll say, well, I might say yes. Depends.
That's pretty good.
Maybe.
Pretty good.
Yes, so beautiful. I love this one. This is my favorite of the bunch, and we posted, I think, 5 in one day, and there's only 2 left.
Right. That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're looking for classic jewelry, this was a wedding set that somebody had, which is pretty special. So this is These are the Sea Gem cultured pearls, and I actually had them restrung from a jeweler, and there's an actual name for these pearls, which I cannot for the life of me remember besides Sea Gem. But so these are a graduated, beautiful cultured pearl, and then they come with this velvet box, and there are the little earrings too. So these are the screw-on earrings, which I've worn screw-ons lots of times. They can be actually more comfortable sometimes because you can adjust them if they're too tight, and it's got a little bit extra nylon. Not that who's going to restring their own necklace, because this is individually knotted in between.
Oh, nice.
So this is pretty lovely. This is $5.75. This would make a great gift for like even a grad or somebody
Yeah.
who's finished or completed something. This is such a used to be.
Right.
You got either luggage, like move out, or you got things like your first set of pearls, or
You could buy these at the department store previously, right? Could
Yeah.
you not? Yeah.
you can still get pearls at the Bay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we don't even
Oh.
have. Anyways, these are really gorgeous. Yeah, and they're a really nice color. So
What do we want to show?
we have Sherman. Oh, these are nice. Oh, these are good. The contemporary pieces.
These are the links of. These are
The
links of London.
Yeah.
So these are two contemporary bracelets, and they're pretty.
But you could even say they're almost vintage because Links of London closed.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I don't think Links of London is around anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, they got sold and then they closed.
So these are pretty gender neutral, because they're just these really great little bracelets. So black and silver one for $175, and then this one, which has got these kind of movable discs. I don't know, which is silver.
That's
And-
the pretty classic one.
This one is $175. They're both $175. So
And they're sort
Pretty-
of meant to stack and everything. They're really nice.
let me see if I can do it. It's oh, this one's a little bit smaller.
We need the slow-mo. We were trying to do some slow-mo today. It was pretty funny.
Well, we were trying to do fast forward.
Right. Because she said, who wants to see slow-mo of you putting on gloves? I was like,
That's like right now. It's like, who wants to see me struggle putting on these bracelets? Okay. Anyways, you get the idea.
they're nice stacked. They are
Yeah.
nice stacked.
So again, that's just like a really nice gift for maybe someone who's a little bit more like cash or doesn't like really sparkly things, because not everything in here is sparkly.
Right.
Some of it's like really easy, everyday kind of pieces.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Amber. Well, this isn't really amber. This is kind of a citrine cut glass stone, or like a smoky topaz kind of. We don't get a lot of chunky sort of like Natasha was saying about the Sherman jewelry. We just don't get a lot of bracelets. I'm not sure why, but this is
Mhm.
really, really beautiful. And it's more in the gold tones instead of the silver tones, which is what we were looking at before. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, everybody. Oh, hi, Kelsey. So look at this one. This is really nice.
like that.
I like the colors. This is a Natasha color
Oh, it is a nice color
wheel.
palette, yeah.
Palette. This one is unsigned, but it's probably from the 60s ish. This is $125. This is pretty nice. We've been here about an hour. I don't know. Should we keep talking?
Is there anything else like we just desperately need? I think we've shown pretty much. I mean, we also have some. Oh yes, we have a lot of really beautiful amber.
So if you followed us with the Madame Rack story, we did have some beautiful amber pieces, but this piece I got in Rome, and my husband was chit-chatting with the woman who was selling, and she was very sweet, and she was telling us all about her boyfriend in Australia. And my husband ended up, he's very outgoing and
Yes.
he just tells total strangers our whole life story. And so they ended up FaceTiming at the market in Rome with her boyfriend
Really?
in Australia. And he's like, "Oh, do you know this guy named Sean?" Or it's like, "Yeah, the guy with brown hair in Australia." Anyways, it was pretty funny. And so she was very kind with her discounts. So that's where I got the snake
Oh.
necklace. And then I also got this piece. So this one has one of those Edwardian, Victorian, round, these twisty clasps. We've seen these kind of clasps on coral and also on, dare I say it, ivory. We don't have any, I don't think we have any we might have one or two little pieces of ivory. Anyways, so this is this beautiful clasp, and this is this gorgeous, gorgeous,
That
like
one
a
also
Baltic.
gives me Flintstone
Oh, okay.
vibes.
Yeah. No.
I was like, are you just saying that?
Yeah. This is a good color for Natasha as well, any of these
Yes,
colors.
it
I
is,
love
yeah.
this piece. So
Yeah,
the
me
thing
too,
about
it's cool.
amber, as you know, you can sometimes see the bugs or the insects or it's like the ultimate kind of archaeological piece.
Geological.
Yeah, we're not geologists. Yeah. This one is 275. This is really beautiful. It's got that warm kind of
Yeah.
feeling to it.
Yeah, I like the chunkiness. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show like 3
Similar.
bang for your buck, guys.
Yeah.
So these are all obviously like long strand necklaces. This one is a white marbled.
No, coral. Oh,
Coral.
Yeah, marbled, yeah.
I don't know if you can, I'll stop moving it so you can see that it's kind of got this little marbled kind of gray throughout. Really, really beautiful.
And when you feel coral or jade or whatever.
Yeah, like this one is so
Freezing
cold.
cold. Yeah.
So this is the Canadian jade.
Yeah.
And again, it's that really beautiful jade color. This one is 150. This is also a Natasha color. And this is really cool. This is black onyx, and it's all individually knotted. And again,
Classic.
also my color. For 140. You know, even like layering like pieces like this, I think is really fun and cool.
Beautiful.
That's it. Those are my.
Okay. I think, should we stop talking? I know a lot of people came on a little bit later, but what we'll do is these videos will be posted, so then you can go back and watch it if you missed stuff, or if you want to see something in more detail.
Yeah, and go check out our Etsy shop, which we are adding new stuff every day, and especially jewelry this time of year. And then send us a message if something's caught your eye or you have more questions. We might not answer until tomorrow because we're gonna go home after this. But
Yeah.
And then if you're in Edmonton, come by, because like Angela said, we have a million cabinets, really cool jewelry ranging from like a Victorian to now.
Yeah.
There's something for literally everyone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would say, I don't know, what do you think is your favorite right now in the store? Do you know, we have a piece out on loan,
Yes.
which you're going to be able to see pretty soon in some photos. We're working with the beautiful Emily, who's a photographer, and she's doing some photography for us. Anyway, so she's going to be doing this huge, some of you have come in the last week. I've picked it up and said, oh my gosh, look at this. It's this stunning rhinestone necklace. So that we're going to be showing in stories pretty soon when we get that one back. But out of all the pieces that we've been showing and that are in, do you have favorites? What are your favorites? Maybe the snake?
Oh, you know, okay, I do love the snake, but for more wearable for me pieces is the Penti 7.
What? The what? I'm like, what?
The like brutalist.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I love this. I'm shocked no one has purchased it.
It's
so
beautiful.
Cool and totally so unique. And this is one of those pieces that people are gonna stop you and
So what do you like better, that or the marcasite ring? Can you tell I'm trying to get hints for Christmas? I'm like, what would you like more?
Interesting. They're so different.
They're
so
night
different.
and day, night and
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
I'm shocked that actually both of these pieces are still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say my favorite is I love the big earrings, but I
Mhm.
don't really wear earrings.
But you're gonna start. You just said that.
Yeah.
New year, new ear.
New year, new ear. Oh
I
my
just made
gosh,
that up on the
is
spot.
you're the best. Yeah. Can you tell we think that we're really funny? But we are. No,
Well, we are.
I think mine is the earrings and the cameo. I love the cameo.
Oh yeah.
The gigantic cameo. Because I say go big or go home. Like that cameo. And the thing about cameos and like the Victorian and the Edwardian pieces, this is a time where they're not making those anymore, and you're not going to ever
Totally.
find those like this amber piece, not amber, that coral piece. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty. They're pretty special pieces.
those
yeah.
that's a different time, a different era, and you'll never get that again. You know, we've had elephant hide, we've had monkey fur, we've had
We had zebra.
zebra. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a whole different time. So some of these pieces are just so special in that way.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just saying that she also thinks we're really funny. Yeah.
Who is it? Michelle.
No, on YouTube.
Oh, on
Yeah,
YouTube.
Michelle thinks we're funny. What is that? The year of the ear. Oh, that was Michelle. Yeah. What? What? Yeah. All right. So we should stop talking.
Right.
And we just want to thank everybody for taking time out of your evening and instead of shoveling snow, watching
Right.
us talk about jewelry. So, and starting next week, we keep saying this over and over and over again, but next week we have our first of many big interviews. And we're going to be having an interview with a local fashionista, and we're really excited about it. The reason it takes so long is because with a lot of these people, it's a very private situation, and you know, we have to really convince them and work on them. One person I've been working on for almost 4 years to try and do an interview with us. So that one is coming soon. So wait until you see our interviews. We'll post the first one hopefully next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully.
In the next week or so, and then we'll have a whole bunch going on consecutively after that. It's going to be a big announcement coming soon about that whole situation. Yeah. Okay. Really? Oh, thank you. Thank you. We're really glad that you were all watching and everything. Hope you had fun too. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. I'm going to walk forward and shut it off and look like a nerd. Oh no, Natasha's going to. I'll just stand here by myself.
There's my arm.
Yeah.